Hi there, Leo. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a freestyle reading, so it's not necessarily centered around love and relationships, but if it comes up in the spread, I'll be sure to let you know. This is a progressive reading, so I like to center my readings around you. There's something that you're mentally drawing yourself back to, but emotionally refusing. And it could be because you think or you feel like there's so many more options available to you. It's kind of like what it looks like on the outside and how the person or situation took care of you or treated you is very exciting, but emotionally not necessarily wanting to put yourself out there like that or reciprocate in that nature. I like the benefits of the thing, but the thing itself, bottom of the deck, it's the Ace of Swords. So truth be told, you know that there's something better for you, right? So whatever separation or whatever you're bringing yourself out of at this time or have separated yourself from, you probably need to keep moving forward. There is going to be a void sometimes that we kind of walk through where we second guess. And I think that's where the universe tries to make you push, right? Are you sure this is what you want, right? And if you second guess yourself at this time, you're going to find yourself in a repeating pattern, as opposed to if you keep pushing with faith, there's probably something better on the horizon for you. I am going to get some clarifiers. I am going to dig just a little bit deeper on the situation. But first, I want to see what it is that you're looking at. So, Leo. Spirit, can you tell me what Leo separating themselves from, second guessing? What is Leo's situation? What is the thing in the past? The Hermit could be a Virgo, could be somebody that's a bit of a recluse. So maybe they were just a little bit more reclusive for you, but secure. It kind of fits in line with the rest of the reading. So if I have somebody really reclusive, say my mother, right? Really reclusive, not going out to bars, not going out to the Renaissance Fair and doing things like that, but her substantiability, her sustainability, her safety net, her security is on point, and I like that, but it's not emotionally fulfilling for me. Bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Cups, right? And you see, they're not trying to be emotionally fulfilling for you either. You know, it's one of those things, the Blasted Tower in reverse. So Five of Swords, they're not trying to cause any drama. Three of Cups, but there is something better for the both of you on the opposite sides. Like there's something better for them that's more emotionally fulfilling. They're not trying to fill that cup for you. They're not. And whereas you're not emotionally fulfilled by it, I think you should take that as a little flag, right? And kind of allow yourself to tell yourself the truth. With the Five of Swords in reverse, like I said, with the Tower in reverse, these are all kid glove kind of energies where I'm not trying to start no mess, but I'm being as kind and gentle as possible. If you don't have water in your water bowl here, maybe you need to bring your ass where it's supposed to be. You'll find water there. Everything you need is going to be where you're supposed to be. Three of Cups leads me to believe that there are others involved. There are other directives at play at this time. It's not just you, but it is a combination of what other people are doing also. It's kind of like a group effort or group project, right? So you're not the only one missing the bus right now. The longer you stick around, or if you go back, you'll have them miss their bus too. The King of Wands in reverse. But with the Three of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse, it's like they know what is on the other side waiting for them. They're just waiting for you to cut the cord successfully, right? And they're not trying to start no drama about it. They're not trying to push or force. And even if they are, it's probably like a mother bird pushing their chicks out the nest. Bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Swords. So that's 2 times that the truth has to prevail. So there's the old adage, right? It says you don't have to like the truth, but you're gonna respect it. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting surrounding the cards at this time. Can I have some clarifiers on Leo's current energies, please? Can I have some clarifiers on Leo's current energies? Dig just a little bit deeper. All right. So I have 2 tens. This is the energy of completion, right? But mental and action, right? And they're very, very conflicting, honestly. I see a lot of emotions. I see that there's not a lot of action persisting to go ahead and keep this bridge up, to keep this boat afloat, to go ahead and add that to your repertoire daily. But there are a lot of thoughts surrounding, right? Going back, or what it would have been like, or what it could have been like. But deep down inside, you know that it's done. Whatever it is, it doesn't stop you from romanticizing. And that's fine. But there has to be a little nip in the bud, right? Where you kind of support yourself in your journey instead of using and utilizing what you have available in your thought process to thwart or doubt your steps forward. A jump is best made at a run. You know, you're not going to get very far if you're sitting still when you make that jump. Got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things aren't going to be as smooth or as faultless as you would imagine. And at this time, with this situation, I wouldn't imagine that it's supposed to be. There's a learning curve, and there's going to be a lot of information that kind of comes flooding into you. Some lessons to learn, some optimization, like a baby deer on ice. Moving forward is the best option, but, you know, if you keep feeding energy of doubt in, the universe is going to keep combating your efforts with more doubt. You know, you get what you give. Now, I want to see what's upcoming for my Leos in the future, please. What's upcoming? What's upcoming for my Leos? What's upcoming for my Leos, please, Spirit? Okay, I have the Ace of Cups. I have the Page of Wands. I do have some new sense of emotional fulfillment, right? But there is a crossroads. I see the High Priestess. I see the Queen of Swords. And I see the Three of Pentacles. All right. So there's going to be a trigger point. I see very clearly there being a trigger point, be it at work or friends, somebody, some group of people that you are working with or throwing ideas back and forth to. They're going to say something, you're going to not really jive with it, right? Your intuition is going to kind of kick in, and I think that's your crossroads. So is it what other people know? that I really don't like the sight, smell, and sound of it, and my intuition is pulling me to do something different, right? Logic versus spiritual. Logical versus spiritual. And I think this is the upcoming battle with you. But I think that you have to be completely disconnected from this person and not see them, this person or this situation, not see them as an option any longer, so that you can focus completely on the task that is coming up, right? I don't need 4 square pegs. I only have 1 round hole, right, Leo? So we're going to go ahead and go at that. I'm going to look a little bit deeper into what's upcoming. There's a nagging. There seems to consistent, a nagging, right? And it could be, you know, left over from whatever this person had to offer, where they were trying to tell you what to do or how to do it, and you weren't necessarily in that mind frame or that energy field at that time, so it didn't really mesh well. That brought the separation, right? The learning curve. Now you're in your own space doing your own kind of thing, but you're kind of left with the same kind of energy. But in this case, it's not I shoulda, woulda, coulda done it this way in this situation, so I should go ahead and make myself do it in this situation. Contraire, it's exactly the opposite. So you kind of got to play the ball where it lies here, Leo, and take it as a case by case basis. So what's good for the goose is not necessarily good for the gander. You're going to have that nagging feeling, right? And right there, they're really nagging. He's like, ugh, resounding efforts. But trusting in your intuition and going at it on your own front kind of gets messy sometimes, you know. Art is a little messy. We get paint everywhere. We get paint on the shirt, we get paint on the wall, you know. Anyway, can I have a little bit of clarity on this situation? 2 of Cups, and under here, under the nagging, was the Lovers. Okay. So, and the 10 of Cups. So there's something nagging at you in the upcoming about, like, emotional fulfillment. That seems to be the theme of this reading. How are you going to find emotional fulfillment in whatever the universe brings to your door? So the 2 of Cups, this could be a new relationship. It could be, it seems to be some sort of partnership. Now, be it this is an ex and this is the new relationship. And I think that playing, like I said, playing the ball from the past is not necessarily. It's a clean slate, case-by-case basis. You're going to handle the situation a little bit different than your regrettive or guilty mind would want to, like, replay this situation. You understand? But the Wheel of Fortune is still in reverse. So that's the second time the Wheel of Fortune has come up in the reverse. So I'm not seeing a very easy transition. I'm not seeing a very easy kind of mapped out road sign, go left, go right, jump, go through the hoop, you know, go down 42nd and up 3rd. I'm not seeing that. 4 of Pentacles, there is a lot of release that kind of needs to happen. And between here and there, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords in reverse, you know, the nagging of the 5 of Cups, I'm feeling a lot of repressed kind of anxiety, energy, regret, feelings like this that are kind of water under the bridge. But it does need to be assessed and repaired within you. I'm not saying that this relationship depends on it. I'm saying that this relationship is probably more or less a safety net to keep you from slipping one way or the other, but that's not the actual destination. I'm kind of feeling that the actual destination, the actual goal in the upcoming weeks ahead is your understanding of what emotionally fulfills you, Leo, and letting everything else go, or kind of relaxing your grip on it. Spirit, what do we have? Can I have just some random information? I see the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the uprights. So that's kind of groovy, actually. It's amazing what happens when you actually focus your intention. I do see a new journey. I do see a new start. It is going to be new, fresh, and fun. So pack light. Don't forget your charger. Let's see. I got to take that out. There is worry. And there is some sort of it's got to be an acceptance of some sort of innate fear. Right? And that does seem to be, like I said, kind of a remix of what needs to be addressed, assessed, released, let go, come to terms with, something similar to that. It's a feeling that could be keeping you stuck. And regret is the main kind of feeling that I'm kind of pushing towards here. Let's see. But with the Empress here, there is a gestation period, right? There is, I haven't seen the Magician, but in a time where we're manifesting or mapping out a new road, and there's no road signs. So Leo, it kind of is up to you to create what and where. It's new frontier, right? But the gestation period, like I said, okay, if I have a baby in me, and I am feeding it Dr. Peppers and McDonald's and stuff like that all throughout gestation, you know, it kind of does affect how the baby comes out. So if I'm feeding myself during this gestation period of this new start and this new beginning, if I'm feeding it worry, fear, regret, doubt, denial, then that is indeed how the baby is going to come out. So be a little bit mindful about your gestation period at this time. If we can only control our mind and thoughts about things that are around us and how we see them, how we perceive them, our perspective, then, oh, Leo, that's a Leo card. That's a success. That is success. It's proud. It's a resounding kind of success is all I really get. So there is success if you keep your focus on what Spirit is asking you to focus on at this time. It's not the past. It's not this person or this upcoming person. It is yourself and what emotionally fulfills you. How to cut ties with things that did not, were out of your control. There is going to be a tendency to juggle maybe just a little bit more than you can at this time, or should. But I don't see it having a really big effect. Just as long as you're not overwhelmed by, I see changing your perspective and your ideas on certain things will make things go just a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, and maybe like weight training on your feet, you know. I do see the Queen of Wands, and I think there was the King of Wands. Okay, so when it comes to the past person, right, I do see them kind of showing back up in the upcoming now. It could be weeks, and weeks ahead. It could be them manifesting and showing up as an internal part of you, where you start doing things and you understand exactly what kind of influence they had on you. I don't know, they ate this specific health food, prior, and you were like, oh, why are you doing that? And then in the upcoming, what you take is that health food. You find yourself doing their quirky little things. You kind of have taken on a piece of them, right? And not necessarily completely, but if you don't find yourself doing that, then this person will probably be forced to take that space in your energy aura field in person, right? And so you'll have any opportunity to kind of clear things up, repave, reset, readjust, on a different, from a different mentality, from a different understanding of how the two energies came together, how they were supposed to work together, and what their role was in each other's lives. So it'll be a lot more majestic is the word that I'm getting, but I was actually thinking of mature. So it might be majestic, Leos. You have a tendency to do that. So, but anyway, for the most part, that's kind of all I have for you at this time, Leo. I wish you a lot of really big luck. It was a pleasure sitting and chilling with you. I love spending time and digging through all your nonsense. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.